And welcome back.
We are here in the strange portal between worlds, which is really pretty.
This is Frank Curley.
This is Eva.
Alright, so, let's see. We blazed through, Port of Adia. That will not happen here. I can promise you that. And, again, anyone who knows this game will know exactly what I'm talking about. This is actually one of the tighter design places, Death Marshes. We're not doing that today.
Okay.
So, in Port of Adia, we had a lot of, subtle sniping play, very careful aiming, and whatnot, for the most part, I'm
guessing things are going to change here.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick holiday from that.
Okay. Where do we end up? Oh.
Well, after the briefing.
The River of Souls. The very name strikes fear into the hearts of men. Nothing that drinks of its water survives. The Lazarus Concordance erected one of the energy totems on its banks, and the people of the Lost Land quickly learned that its mysterious energy could purify the water of the River of Souls. On the very shores of the deadly river, a mighty city sprang forth. Where once there was but death, life flourished. The dinosaur vanguard has swept through the beautiful city of Eraisi as its campaign of terror rages on. Eraisi was once home to a formidable army, but decades of peace and prosperity saw little need for a large military presence, and its military forces grew weak. Your mission objectives are as follows. Destroy 2 soul gates. Legions of the undead have begun pouring through these gates into Eraisi. You must find and destroy all of the soul gates before the undead can escape the city. Destroy the 3 Sisters of Despair. Locate the energy totem and defend it at all costs.
So, having gone through that briefing quite a few times, the Undead and Sister of Despair stuff, that kind of stands out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like a very different kind of pulp novel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying undead stuff would be out of place. I mean, good luck finding something that would be out of place.
Yeah, I mean, we've got dinosaurs and...
Yeah. So, we've been doing a lot of, I guess, hunting and slashing, but now, for...
Is this the moment I think it is?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, this is satisfying.
Yep. We're destroying all of those because a secret thing opens up later. You only die tired.
Knock down all the clock towers.
Yep. Whatever they are.
Maybe a bell tower rather than a clock tower.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, this is satisfying.
You kind of like take a holiday from the objectives.
And just enjoy riding a Triceratops?
Yep. I don't think this is technically a Triceratops. I think it has just the one horn on. No, I think it's a different subspecies. Crunch. Probably the most open secret in the entire game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it didn't feel like a terribly secret area.
Yeah, honestly, some objectives are less obscure than some of the secrets in this game.
This is satisfying.
How do I... Yeah, there we go. Some poor sap decides to get near me.
You can just score him with your dinosaur. Nice. I get the impression that they're a little more scared of you this time.
Someone wasn't paying attention.
You know, after being so careful last level,
Yeah.
honestly, this kind of feels like catharsis.
Yeah.
Also, this all feels incredibly pulpy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean that as a bad thing in the slightest.
Oh, no, no. I love pulp. I'm doing something here.
Knocking down the bell towers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing you're doing.
Actually, it might serve to go back way around because that's sort of a secret way of getting to that area, and you kind of close yourself off.
Okay. So might as well get as much as you can out of the rest of it.
Yep.
Just a satisfying thud to your motion here.
Oh, yeah.
You can really feel the heft of every one of these steps.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know you're going the right way? Because there's enemies.
Mm-hmm. Also, I absolutely love the track to this level. Yeah, in some ways, this level is the very definition of a mixed bag.
Okay.
But it has a couple of my favorite weapons. I'll let you get that out of your system. Good.
That works.
Good on you. Never hold it back.
Saves you the trouble.
Yep. Actually, one fun thing I discovered to do in this level: use the cheat to give yourself all the weapons and don't bother with the dinosaur.
Yeah, I guess that could be fun, but you get to ride a dinosaur.
True.
I guess for variations on gameplay.
Yeah. Though this does kind of run into the same problem that Call of Duty has, from what I understand. Like they'll introduce like a new toy and then, like for like one segment.
Yeah, this does feel like it's very much a gimmick level.
Yeah.
But oh, what a gimmick.
Yeah. This isn't one of the more obtrusive versions. I think his whole torso's
Oh wow.
destroyed. Now I noticed that animation, you still hear it screaming. I'm like, how? It doesn't have a mouth.
I was gonna say there's sci-fi novels about that too.
Yeah.
Very different in tone as far as those sci-fi novels go, but honestly, I find I mind gimmick levels less when there's a solid base that it returns to.
Yeah.
Because it's not like every level here is a gimmick level.
No. And I'm fine with that. Like, you want to do... Yeah, basically what you said.
Yeah.
I thought I had something to add, but not really. He didn't have much of that either.
I see. I found the last tower.
Ah, okay. That was a lucky guess. Yeah, it was the last one.
Well, you've done 3 others, and 4 is usually a solid number for things like this.
Well, I never realized there was a total of 4. I was always just good at finding them, I guess.
That is fair.
Thing is, that's something I did discover, for the first few playthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, that gets knocked over.
What happens if I do more with that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's the fun of secrets sometimes. It gives
Yeah.
you a reason to replay and see what other hidden treats. Yeah, I was just thinking in the lines of, you know how rule of threes is commonly...
Yeah.
but you'll also have things like 4 elements. 4 is also a good number of just things to do.
Yeah. Oh wow, got all of them.
Nice.
Crunch. You know what? If I were to do a remake of this, I would have this in like one more spot.
Okay.
Later on in the game.
Yeah, call back and it's a bit more fun with the gimmick.
Yeah.
I'll admit, gimmicks that only show up once. Well, I guess it depends on context, but a lot of times it feels like a sign of an unfinished game.
Yeah.
Particularly if they bother tutorializing it.
Yeah, well, to this one's credit, there's not a whole lot to tutorialize.
Yeah, you just proceeds to get on the dinosaur and have fun.
Pretty much, like, it's like, you know, the whole shooting thing you've been doing up to now. Just keep doing that.
Well, just to do with an example, I know licensed games, but I had tried playing the 3rd Harry Potter game for PC, and it was very clear that it had not gotten sufficient time in development.
Yeah.
And one thing they were doing was the gimmick where you could switch between the 3 protagonists. But one of them, and each of them had a unique special ability, so the idea was that you'd need all 3 to successfully traverse the adventures. Problem was, one of them had an ability that was used in exactly 2 areas. The area where it was tutorialized, and the testing area at the end.
I wanted to pet it, but apparently...
Aww.
Good boy.
Yeah, he did good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he can go back to his stable here.
Yeah, I remember arguing with someone, like, yeah, if you're going to do, like, say, a Golden Axe, you know, a famous beat-em-up, now it has to have that one gimmick. And I feel like the quote-unquote one gimmick works for only certain types of games.
Yeah.
Like Portal.
Yeah.
Worked out beautifully in that game. But in a beat-em-up where, you know, you're supposed to, you know, read the enemy and, you know, get around attack patterns and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, gimmicks feel like they could kind of hinder you more than they help.
Yeah.
It seems like they thought that you might need the tech bow here.
Yep.
So
Oh, there we go.
around. Yeah, the sniper capability is fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need to get up there. Have one of my favorite melee weapons in first-person shooters.
Alright. Ah, nice. So if you saw a barrel, there's a chance you'll have to shoot it.
Mm-hmm. Shoot all barrels. They're your enemy. Alright. Shoot that barrel. Not like that.
Nice and dramatic.
We'll get to the copies.
And now that you mentioned Portal, I have Still Alive stuck in my head. Ah, the pretty ones, right?
Yep. Absolutely love this thing.
So now you've got the best melee.
Mm-hmm.
That is effective. And those little guys are hard to fight with actual
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
Being small and low to the ground and all.
Yeah. I might be wrong on a technical level, but it definitely feels like, unlike a lot of melee weapons in first-person shooters, this has more of an arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels like every time you backhand them.
Yeah. Since, you know, once we find a proper dinosaur, we'll hear basically the sound of, like, many cuts at once.
Okay.
Implying that it's cutting as the thing's swinging.
Alright. Nice. Nice. A good barrel to be unfriends with.
Mm-hmm. Love it. 2 for 2.
Nice. Kind of random, but just because it was in my head because of things of being not friends. You know what one of my favorite Shakespearean insults is?
That's,
It made
what
sense
is...
in my head. Just, I do hope that we may be better strangers.
Well, I don't know him, so I guess we're better strangers.
Mm-hmm. That is gloriously gory.
Mm-hmm. And not a single bullet.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm only like half motivated to grab all these things because, you know, I have quick save.
Yeah.
And getting extra lives doesn't really do me a whole ton of good.
But you are a Turok.
Yep. True, I have to be reminded of that every once in a while. Probable cause of death? Me.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably the cause of death there.
Yep. Yeah. Have to be careful, because it can be very easy to get lost in this place.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Long and labyrinthine map.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know if it just feels long, but, well, it feels long.
Yeah, you've warned me we're not going to get through this all in one session.
Love how dramatic he is. No!
Yeah. Well, he's taking a Shatner-style acting course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah! Ow.
That amuses me.
I mean, I'm still at full health.
Yeah. You're
He's still
Turok.
Turok. Well, because we're at 9 lives, I think that's the last time he's going to say that.
Aw. So he's like a cat?
Oh, yeah, now he is. Well, I guess technically 10, maybe.
Because you have your current life?
Yeah. Let's see where to go next. Let's try this way. Oh, I probably want to turn on the see gameplay.
Show hints?
Yep.
That's right, yeah, since you mentioned this place is a bit...
Yeah, especially this place.
Fair enough.
I love doing that.
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it now because it's not going to be useful the entire game.
So might as well get the most out of it at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I got through this game on hard mode. It advised me, it's like, by the way, don't bother using the warblades on hard mode. I was like, I'll take that challenge. Was still pretty useful.
Okay.
Got him. Nothing of use here, but always good to fill in the map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found that, well, a lot of what I played as a kid was sprawling, procedurally generated ASCII roguelikes.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't need anything in a given room, you wanted to fill in the map, or else you'd never know when you reach the end of the level.
Yeah. And arguably, even those aren't nearly as confusing as this game.
I would agree with you, actually. The ASCII roguelikes, you could usually get a hang of the procedural generation pretty quick.
Then it's like one plane.
Yeah.
And yeah, thinking back, especially on Arena, the reason that's less confusing than Daggerfall is because it's just one floor.
Yeah, it was level based at that point, so you'd actually go physically down a level and you get a new map.
Yeah. And definitely in some ways that's preferable.
Yes.
And you know, I still enjoy the map. It's weird. It does a lot of things wrong, but I still enjoy it.
Oh, Daggerfall?
Yeah. Well, you'll be hearing a lot about my feelings in the next video.
Yeah, you got that coming up soon, right?
Yep. Wow.
Nice.
Switch there somewhere. Ah.
Inside the moon.
Yeah, I've been knocking this shotgun, but I've been doing pretty good with it.
Yeah. Seems to be suiting you just fine.
Mm-hmm. Something's coming. Yep, there is.
Nice.
It's so brilliantly gory.
Yeah. Sometimes that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, I find humor seemed like a bit of a non sequitur. That's partially because we've been watching a lot of non sequitur humor lately.
Yep. Watching quite a bit of not Holy Grail, Flying Circus.
Yep. Huh.
Yeah, to be honest, Holy Grail is the only one I was really into. Ah, forgot to get the barrel. So it's weird seeing Graham Chapman in like a non-leadership role.
Mm-hmm. Because that's right, he was Arthur.
Yeah. And he probably has the most... I don't know if charisma is the word for it, but definitely the most kingly aura
Yeah.
of the group.
If you're going to pick one of them to play Arthur, it should probably be him.
Yeah. Oh. Alright, now it's safe. Because I don't want to have to duck that every time I reload.
Fair enough. But yeah, we had actually accidentally started watching at the end of season 4.
Yeah. Well, the beginning of season 4.
Beginning of season 4, after
John Cleese.
John Cleese had already left.
So, I'm always paranoid of missing something. I think I got everything here, knock on wood. I mean, I will be coming back once I have the talisman to wade through all this.
Gotcha.
That is instant death, by the way.
So still stepping that. Good place for you.
That reminds me of old times in Doom. Like I would blast a demon in the head, and then the door would come down, just to add injury to more injury.
So along the lines of the Monty Python crew, have you ever actually seen Time Bandits?
Bits of it. I had it on the background, which is probably the worst way to watch Time Bandits.
Honestly, it will make as much sense in bits and pieces as I was watching it through.
Cloaking device. Well, I did say it felt based on the Predator.
Yeah.
With the self-destruct and the
cloaking device.
Mm-hmm. Got some meaty hands.
Yeah. You know, I genuinely think Predator might be my favorite of the films you've shown me.
Which surprises me.
Which one would you have thought would have been my favorite of those?
I don't know. Let's see. One I specifically showed you.
Yeah. Because you showed me a lot. I mean, Jurassic Park was very cool.
Yeah. Looking device. I'm not sure that's going to show up in the resolution of the video, but whatever.
If it does, that would be cool. It looks kind of like the surface of a bubble.
Yeah.
Did you actually have blood decals on the little life coins?
Yep, that happens in this version of the game.
Nice.
Not so much in the original. Sometimes this feels like the Brutal Doom version.
Fair enough.
Of the original. I mean, you did have some blood decal, yeah, like I demonstrated.
Yeah.
The one time. Let's see. Alright, this seems to be all I can grab there. Also, this place is just cool.
Oh, this is pretty. It's so bouncy. It is weird realizing that they drew that entirely without a reference.
Yeah. Because they didn't have any.
Yep.
Like, I interviewed him. I didn't really do anything with it, which I might do, but kind of feel the time's kind of passed on them.
Yeah. Oh, there might still be a time at some point, but...
And there are wiser people than I in the field of animation.
This is fair. Since most of your experience is just with sprite animation, right?
Yeah, even to say I'm experienced with it is a little generous. I did make an animation loop. You know, a little while ago, but I don't really have the time to really turn it into anything.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's the frustrating thing about adulthood, isn't it?
Yep. Always take the simpler solutions. How did I miss your entire head?
I don't know.
I think here come the spiders. Yep.
These ones get green blood.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, do the spiders do damage over the time with poison, or
No,
just normal attacks?
just by touching me.
Okay.
Because I don't think they have a. I don't think they had a attack animation.
Fair enough. Yeah, my first instinct is spiders poison damage over time.
Yeah, I don't think there's. I can't really think of anything like that in this game.
Fair enough. I think it's just
Yeah.
years of video games have trained me to think that way.
Well, at least there's no paralysis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unlike early Elder Scrolls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Almost skipped that.
Oh, I love it. That is beautiful. I love it. That's one of the things I like about games of this era, just little bits of whimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't have to put that in.
No. But, yeah, Violem is pretty good. Since my timeline of first-person shooters was always a little weird, having started with, the PS1 Doom, as opposed to the classic, and going basically straight from that to kind of like a mishmash of Turok, GoldenEye, and finding little things like that while also being lost all the time.
Yes.
Let's see. I'll grab the thing now, then we'll go inside the warp portal.
Do you have a limited breath capacity?
Yep, that's why I'm moving along.
Nice.
That's what I like about the quote-unquote sneak attacks in this game. You kind of have to wrestle around with them if it's not instant. Oh.
Oh, let him take care of it.
Good.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. I forget if that happened in the original, where if you hit him with an explosion, he basically goes, "No, this is how you explode." Because considering the distance I'm usually at, it doesn't actually do him any good.
Yeah.
That's not how you shoot your buddy. Alright. So, no preamble this time.
Just straight into the fight.
Yep. Like I said, there's no point in holding back because you'll get your ammo back.
Fair enough. So might as well just jump and use everything at your disposal.
Mm-hmm.
This does feel quite satisfying. Just the old rusty feel of this place.
Yeah. Stand by.
Those that were really zoomed. Nice.
Because you can't see him.
It's not. But now we definitely can't.
Yep. Alright, now for the ammo march.
Alright. There we are. Yeah, take arrows. Explosive shells.
Huh, I guess I just used the explosive shells here. And the tech arrows.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's good, that's good. Alright, on then.
Omelets.
Stuff feels good. Holy shit.
Oh, wow. So that mostly seems like just a free stuff area for you.
Pretty much. Like, wow, they invite me into this realm with free targets and free ammo. How nice of them. Oh, and a piece of a nuke weapon.
Yep. Nice.
I just love doing that.
I can tell.
So what time is it? Alright, I'd say we got about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can go on with this a little longer. We're recording this later than usual, so.
Yep.
Of course, that's partially because daylight savings time. This really does not feel like it's nearly 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. They really should ditch that.
They should.
Ooh, another favorite weapon. We'll hopefully be able to get that while I'm here.
Here's open.
I'll have to catch him in the blast. Oh, that's right. I put on my mouse a button specifically for that.
Now you've got a backhand button.
Pretty much. I think in this case, you know, in retrospect, the game could have done with a... Like, the way that Doom just has a chainsaw button.
Mm-hmm.
Not working the same exact way, but... a
Same
button...
principle.
A button where it's just...
The explosions are so satisfying.
Okay, switch weapons, please.
Possibly. Let's find out.
Oh, okay. I'll press the wrong button.
No, explain it.
I guess we can go this way first.
Might as well, we're already here.
Wow. Got some distance there. Yeah. We'll sell this like Madden. With claws.
So, what is your favorite moment that you've experienced in Turok?
Favorite moment?
Or your favorite scene, maybe?
Well, that could definitely count. Favorite scene? I'm gonna have to think on that.
Alright. Because there's some really nice set pieces here. Honestly, I think I'm more impressed by the whimsy in games like this than in a lot of later, more realistic-looking games.
Yeah, to be like the closest thing to a realistic shooter that I probably, I guess I can call realistic, but the original Medal of Honor,
Okay.
when it was more like pulp spy rather than, you know, another, you know, gritty, you know, war game.
Yeah.
Can't quite get there yet.
Let's see, I've never really dipped my toes into realistic shooters.
Yeah, it never really, you know, called to me, so I never really played them.
I have very specific tastes. I like my sci-fi and I like my fantasy.
Let's see. Alright, so there's definitely an objective over there. I know we can't get that way. Okay, I haven't been here yet.
Alright. So let's explore.
Just trying to pull ourselves up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they explode when slashed as well?
I think so, yeah. Took a while for game developers to realize, oh wait, it doesn't work that way.
I guess we can assume that whatever's in there explodes just upon contact with the air.
Pretty much. I mean, this is already a place with, you know, dinosaurs and laser guns and
weird death water.
yeah. Like I said, this game is basically every sci-fi pulp
Yeah.
you can think of. We're just a bit short there.
I kind of want one as a pet. I know they're very bitey,
Yeah.
but I kind of want one.
So let's see. That brings us back around.
very much in a death water area around here now.
Yep. Quick draw.
Alright.
Think of how much ammo I saved.
Yeah, just by slashing instead of...
Yep. Yeah, I honestly think the wonky aiming controls is one of the things that made this game so hard.
Quite possible.
Yep. Ah.
You said this one's a favorite?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of blood on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Alright, so... Right, okay, so I'm gonna need the talisman there, and yeah, I can't get down there yet.
Save and aim carefully where you land.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so... Okay,
Do your enemies have any ability to push you off of objects?
I think...
Feels like it could get really annoying if they can.
I don't recall anything specific. Possibly with an explosive.
Okay.
But then again, I kind of... I take damage from the explosive, but I don't really get knocked around.
Mm-hmm.
I think you do. I think you're basically stationary.
Okay.
Which, well, it wasn't the norm back then. Alright, now we're gonna kill some zombies. So you notice how they're launching blood at me?
Yes.
In the N64 game, you get to turn off the blood, thus disarming them.
Really?
Yeah,
Just flat out disarms them.
pretty much.
Wow. I'm gonna assume they just keep rising
Yeah.
until that happens, I imagine.
Now, one thing about the objectives in this game, it can be it is at times a little uneven where in the level they are. Like we nearly spent an hour, and we're only just hitting the first
Yeah.
thing for objective.
Also, in that other room, I want you to just go look up at the ceiling.
Ooh,
Just because
pretty.
that's very pretty.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be as pretty as it is.
Well, from what I understand, each level has its own wall textures.
I believe it.
I mean, I imagine some things are shared, but... well, each... Oh, I'm actually completely full on those.
Nice.
We will not be saying I am Turok ever again for the rest of the playthrough.
Aw. Does that mean you're no longer Turok?
It's just, I think we've drilled it into our heads.
Are we secure in our Turokness?
Yes. Alright. And that was a very generously placed objective, now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Because it's basically on the way to the next, part. Gotcha.
Nice. But yeah, there are certain areas of the city that feel like they only existed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And I honestly really like those areas in real life.
Yeah. I was about to say, please don't give me trouble. Quick save.
Let's see if we can avoid that.
So, you can kind of cheese your way around some of the... I'm not gonna cheese too much or else I'll be completely lost. Oh, yep, got my arrow back.
Yay. Nice one, that works out.
guess get up there.
But yeah, this really does feel like a space that only exists to be beautiful.
Yeah, that is another favorite part of the architecture, like very shrine-like
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of places. Every place feels like, yeah, made with, like, you know, a greater purpose.
Mm-hmm.
He did not plan anything out.
No. Well, one thing that I weirdly love in video games is when your enemies can't quite figure out their own area of effective spells.
Like Daggerfall half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There are moments in those games where it's like you put on spell absorption and just kind of let the enemy do its work.
Yeah. He's quite capable of taking care of himself, so.
I guess I got him.
Guess so. Nice. Well shot.
Thank you, thank you. God, this is so much easier with a mouse and keyboard.
Rather than controllers.
Yep. Ow.
And my thought here is just, I miss doing archery.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
I mean, I'll freely admit I'm not very good at it. But it's fun. I like doing it.
These guys are very sure of their throwing arm.
Out of curiosity, did you have archery as an elective in high school?
Nope.
That's one that my school actually did have. Actually, the gym teacher who taught it was known for being just this tough old battle axe.
Well, I guess when you're dealing with
Actual weapons.
actual weapons and sharp objects, and you're surrounded by teenagers.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of sad. The year that she retired, the lady who replaced her was very sweet. She did a great job of teaching the health classes. She did not have the strength of will to keep an archery class disciplined. Which was unfortunate because these were teenagers with weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have any actual incidents, but...
Okay, just stand perfectly still.
Perfect.
It's just executing the dinosaurs.
But one thing that was always funny, my yeah. My high school had this patch of woods that went over to an adjoining apartment complex where some of the kids lived. And you'd always have kids trying to sneak out in the middle of the day. And it turned out that patch of woods was also the area that was backing the archery range. So at least once a class you'd have the matter of, bows down, what do you think you're doing?
Oh, I have a tranquilizer.
Nice.
I guess if I want them to have a nap before they explode.
I guess.
Here, have a nap. You deserve to be killed in your sleep or something.
But yeah, at least once a class you'd have some idiot trying to sneak out of class through the back of the archery range. From what I understand, that was also the area that they used for color guard practices.
I haven't used this all much, but yeah, I'll give it more of a shot.
Okay.
Or more specifically, I'll give the dinosaurs more of a shot.
See what happens when you use this. Probably not on these little guys. I feel like these guys were made specifically for the warblades.
Yeah.
They make cute little chirping noises, though. I want one. Yes, I know they're bitey, but so are modern day birds.
Yep, no actual sniper scope. That's literally for show.
Okay.
So, you gonna fall asleep?
And then he wakes up. I'm not sure I see a lot of point in this weapon.
But that was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Flump. Yeah, in some ways, this isn't the most tightly designed FPS. There are some weapons that are either they lose their relevance or are kind of pointless on arrival.
Yeah. Oh, you shatters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of feels like every other weapon you have is more useful.
Yeah. Gotta aim for more of the chest area, I think. Because every single pellet somehow went around his head. I didn't think that was possible with shotguns. I've fired shotguns. That's not easy to do.
I was gonna say, which book was it that your brother shot?
I do apologize if anyone's a fan of this book, Nova Express.
That's one of the ones that was freeform beatnik nonsense, right?
Beatnik nonsense.
1960s psychedelic.
Something like that. No two sentences had anything to do with each other, from what I understand.
Gotcha.
I feel like there's a secret passage. Oh, alright, never mind.
Maybe not.
I mean, it makes my day simpler.
Yeah.
Since, how are we doing on objectives?
Well, you found all 5 secrets.
Really? Welcome to Turok.
I mean, we've been at it for an hour now.
Then, you know, I'm going to see what's through this portal, then this might be a good place to stop.
Possibly.
Final secrets. What about the objectives?
So, what was the worst book you've ever had to read for class?
Death in Venice.
Okay.
The second being Catcher in the Rye.
Now, I actually have not read Catcher in the Rye. From what I understand, it is influential. Influential doesn't always mean good.
Yeah. You know what? As a classics major, the word classic is kind of full of it.
Fair enough.
Yes, influential, but oh god, it's aged poorly.
I will say there are some books that are worth reading for the influence they've had, rather than for any merit of own.
I promise you, Catcher in the Rye is not one of them.
Fair enough.
Okay. Anyway, enough literary criticism, I think, for one night.
On that note, my name is Eva.
And this is Frank.
When we come back, we'll fight more spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
And hopefully get the rest of the objectives.
Here's hoping. Have a good one.
Good night, all.